Hello there, welcome back to my Skylanders SuperCharger series. Copper Dragon's here, and I'm like, this is the first part that is not going to be a Nuzlocke. I know it's going to say whatever part number this is, but I had to cancel the Nuzlocke last time, because I was running so low on Skylanders and I already got so far in the game that I thought it would have been pointless just to continue the Nuzlocke and having to inevitably reset. So yeah, that's why this is no longer a Nuzlocke. It's still gonna, be on the same difficulty and everything, but it's just not gonna be a Nuzlocke anymore. So let's put on this vehicle and this supercharger.
Here goes nothing.
So I know you're probably going to be mad at that, and you have every right to be. But I just didn't want to reset the entire save, because something that was more on my end. I didn't want to reset the entire save because I didn't have enough Skylanders,
I saw that Sky Eater up close.
And I just wanted to continue the save because, well, it would have just been pointless either way if I had to reset.
I don't like the sound of this.
It's more on my protecting my own sanity and saving your all's time. And that's the main reason why I'm canceling the Nuzlocke aspect of the series. But I'm still keeping the series going, as you can see now.
Light shines, the darkness will remain within that sky-eating monstrosity. For now. But we must act quickly before all of Skylands is
Jesus
destroyed.
Christ, why are they talking so much?
We have much to do.
Yeah, there is some stuff that I noticed that about a lot of creators that make them about 3 or 4 creators that just prove that they're hypocrites. Look at Beto999, Riff, MK, and Glider Guy, or whatever his name is. They all are hypocrites. They try and talk about, oh, you shouldn't, put all this sexual content on YouTube, which I completely agree with that part. But they're doing it in a very hypocritical manner by putting that content in their videos and thumbnails. They're putting that same kind of content in their videos and thumbnails. They are hypocrites.
Hot streak.
Yes, I agree with the fact that those kinds of channels shouldn't be on YouTube. I agree with that completely. But they're doing it in a very hypocritical manner. And they're just as much to blame as the channels that they cover on theirs.
Well, I'll be a Barker's bobsled, a Skylander in the flesh and fancy.
Honestly, they have no room to talk there. They're just as bad.
Land, sea, or sky, have I got a race that's the right fit for you?
Okay, I'm not trying racing. And that's my main issue with channels like that. They do a lot of the stuff that they talk about in a very hypocritical manner. A lot of channels like that do the exact same that they say is bad. Which, yes, a lot of it is bad. But they do it in such a hypocritical manner. And that's my main issue with that. I mean, come on, just look at some of their thumbnails and the videos that they talk about in their own content. It's literally the content that they say is bad and shouldn't be on YouTube.
That chronicle the history and defeat of the darkness. I
That's
believe that
literally my main
information
issue with
within
that.
those books is the key to our victory.
But that library is enormous. Not to mention cursed.
Hugo is right.
Like, that is
Even if it
literally
wasn't cursed,
everything.
it would take us years to find what we're
They're
looking for.
hypocritically talking about the problems on YouTube while being the part of the problem themselves. They're contributing to said problems. And that's my main issue with a lot of content creation on YouTube, especially on the controversial sides, like with the controversy coverage sides. You know? And that's my main issue. Like, they don't care about who they watches their videos or what content they feature, as long as they get the money out of it. No matter if it makes them a hypocrite. You know? And that's my main issue with that.
Now this is my kind of place.
We'll need to find a way to sneak inside. Pull around the back.
Once we get in the arena,
Like, I'm personally not showing that content that they feature in their videos or in their thumbnails, because that would just make me as bad as them. Like, that would just make me just as bad as them at that point, if I did that myself.
Welcome to Battle Brawl, Skylander. Never seen you around here before.
Like, honestly.
This here is the nastiest bit of fighting and scraping this side of Motleyville. But if you're dead set on getting your knuckles
And I'm actually intelligent enough to do that, to acknowledge that would just make me as bad as them. You know?
Mixmaster. He'll have something with a kick.
Skylanders of the water element are stronger in this
I think
zone.
a wish stone. I can see it in the cage. Yeah, I got a wish stone. At least I got that.
well, look at that. A genuine Skylander in my laboratory. Not an everyday occurrence.
A shark.
Catch my meaning. I understand you might be looking for something with a bit of potency. Well, I just so happen to have a flask of Wake the Dead over on the table there. Ought to do the trick.
Huh. So, Wake the Dead is what the potion is called. Wait. If there's literal skeletons that are proven to exist in this universe from the beginning of the series, what's the point of the Wake the Dead potion?
Oh, so sorry.
Come to think of it.
Closing my eyes for a bit. Gets boring down here, always missing the scuffling upstairs. You want me to send you up to the arena on the lift?
Yes, I do. But also, something that I've noticed is that Tommy Innit is kind of a narcissist whenever you think about it. He's kind of a narcissist.
My esteemed Shurkanodo. Unwelcome.
I mean, come on, look at that beef he recently had with Dream. Like, you knowing disabled people does not make you better than someone else that uses that kind of language. That does not make you the better person there. Knowing someone that is disabled does not make you, knowing someone that's neurodivergent or disabled in some way does not make you better than someone using that kind of language. It does not automatically do that. That just seems like he's an egotistical narcissist at that point.
Truly feels the beat when you face the thunderous power of the percussion pounder.
I mean, that's basically the equivalent of saying, oh, somebody has never had a criminal record, so they won't commit a crime a day in their life. That's basically the same kind of situation. Like that, it's the same kind of situation for both those instances. You knowing disabled people or neurodivergent people at some point in your life does not mean that like what he was saying is somehow wrong or whatever. Like, it's just a frivolous point that has no weight to it, that he just tried to use to make himself look like a holier-than-thou archetype. You know, that's the only reason he practically brought it up. And you can tell that's the only reason he brought it up. Because he's trying to use a holier-than-thou archetype on himself so he can try and, you know, like, I get it. You can stand up for your audience. But he did it in every wrong way imaginable. Like it's like he didn't even, you know, try and see if what he was saying was even fruitful or whatever. Like it would even, you know, try and make Dream look wrong. If anything, that just makes them both look wrong at that point. That just makes them both look wrong at that point. Like, yes, Dream shouldn't have said that word. But Tommy isn't much better at that point. As a neurodivergent person myself, I can tell you that Tommy isn't the one that's in the right there. Both are equally as bad.
We have a new leader.
I'm gonna turn off my mic.
The challenger advances. Level up. The time has now come for our spectacular air show. Observe the magnificent aerial dynamics of the interdimensional flying shafts. If you can hit them, they might drop a surprise, or perhaps a nice pastry.
I'm assuming I have to attack these sheep or something. I'm assuming I have to. And mind you, this is no longer a Nuzlocke, so I can freely collect food too.
From a place of unknown dimensions.
So yeah.
Yes, yes, my Liebchens. Brawl to the wall.
So Bristle Stash.
The next round of Battle Brawl commences now.
I wonder. Oh, Bristle Stash.
Captain Bristle Stash.
Makes sense, in a way. Okay, okay. Time to take out this last guy. This last pirate.
The motion of the potion.
Oh god. Well, at least I took out that.
Well, I was very big there for a second.
Okay, I gotta take out some of these guys. And quick too. Darn it. Don't tell me I'm about to lose all my superchargers in this level. But not like permanently though, because, well, it's not a Nuzlocke. Like I mentioned for my third time. This is my third time mentioning it though. Okay. Okay, I got all those enemies taken out. Okay, let's focus on Bristle Stash. Let's focus on Bristle Stash so I can, you know, continue this level. Wait. Oh man. Sorry about that. Had Eruptor too close to the portal. Okay. Time to use up my reserves as Skylanders, I guess.
Hail to the wheel!
Bump back. Okay, let's use Crusher.
It's rush hour.
Let's use Crusher to try and take out this boss. Okay, Crusher's out. Now, let's use Bouncer.
Deal with the wheel.
Considering he's a long-range Skylander, and they're really useful in these games, especially on the harder difficulties. Darn it. Lost Bouncer. Okay. Let's use up a Trap Master.
Down for the count.
Jawbreaker. Oh man, I had so many good times with this Skylander. Yay, Jawbreaker. Jawbreaker won me that fight.
Intermission enjoyment. The culinary exploits of the Fairbreaker of
At least I got some XP out of that.
It's like a lunch pinata, yeah?
Well, that should be more than enough food. Spell Slamzer.
And now, the moment you have all been
Oh
waiting
god,
for.
what a stupid
I give
name.
you the shrouded sinisterness of the
What a
magnificent
stupid name.
Spell Slamzer.
Spell Slamzer.
Darn it. So, I gotta take out these guys.
You are thrilled, yes?
Oh god. That's not what they say.
Feeling lost, Skylander? Welcome to my nightmare realm. You're completely under my power. What do you want?
I don't care.
A map? I'm over here.
I don't care that I'm under your power.
I'll tell you what you want to know.
Well, there goes Jawbreaker. Now let's bring out Wind Up.
Oh, Wanda!
I know this isn't the strongest choice, but still. It'll do something. Okay, I got that down. Okay, at least I won't die here. That's something. Well, likely anyways. I learned all about the colors of those spellcaster things. The different colors all have unique meanings. I think green means, it re-energizes, like, the enemies. Black and white is, like, reviving, where, like, it brings, like, enemies that gives no experience, but it looks like rebels. So orange and blue ones, they're basically fire ones, and that's all the ones I can remember. Like, for right now, anyway. I think that might be all of them, though. Wait, the white ones are wind ones. And then the blue ones are ice. Okay. Let's just focus on taking out the healing, like the main threats, the ones that can launch. Okay, I got it down. I got spells flames are down to about half. That's good. Okay. Oh, wait, there goes wind up. Okay, let's bring in Snapshot, or whatever you call this guy.
Rock and roll.
Yes, Snapshot. Because he's another trap master and a long-ranged attacker.
That life spell bug is healing the others, Skylander. Look out!
Yeah, these are called spell books, I guess. Well, at least I'm getting pretty close. At least I'm getting pretty close. I'm pretty close to beating this guy. Okay, let's bring in Tree Bark. Another giant. Be afraid of the bug. I know it's a close ranged attacker, but still. At least it's something. Wow, 3 level ups in one. I got 3 level ups in one Skylander. Ooh, I did it. I got a trophy too.
Ah, a shame what you had to do to my champion. I don't suppose you would be willing to replace him.
Oh
This one
no.
here is terrifying. Well, anyway, you come back anytime, yeah? It's good for business.
I remember that guy from Swap Force. I hated him whenever he first appeared in Swap Force.
He means it in a bad way.
Because of what he did to a character called Tessa's Bird or something. I forget what it's called. I forget what its name is, but still.
Whoa! You mean we gotta read all this stuff? Isn't there a movie version?
Oh, you'll have to do more than read.
Why do
Well,
I
that's
get the
not
feeling
ominous at
he's
all.
not telling us something.
It's pretty obvious that he's not.
Well, I'm sure glad to be rid of that creep. Gave me the heebies and the jeebies in large quantities, if you follow. The Spellpunk library contains some of the most dangerous.
Oh man, I just want to
valuable
continue the
books that
game.
ever
I hate
existed.
extensively
Even if it's been
long
abandoned, I have a
cutscenes
feeling we
because they
might
just
run into some
because
trouble.
a lot of times it just
Lucky
feels
for
like they're
you,
there
Legs is putting the
for the
finishing
sake
touches on
of
the new
filling
and
out the
renovated
runtime
shop,
of a game.
complete with friendly proprietor.
Even whenever, like if the cutscene is too long, it just feels like they're only there for the
Hey, why don't
sake
you come inside and look
of,
around?
you know, filling out the runtime of a game. That's
Why
all.
don't you have a
That's
look
all
and
extensive
stock up
cutscenes
before
are
we
really
head
there
out,
for.
Skylander?
Yes,
Meet up
I.
over by Master
There are
Leon
some
when
games
you're
that I
done.
like with extensively long cutscenes. I ain't gonna deny that. But a lot of times, their extensively long cutscenes are pretty pointless. Like a majority of the time. They're just usually there for needless exposition that we could have already known. Like, in like a few sentences, max.
Have you had a chance to see what we've got for sale?
I'm gonna check out the store.
And restock all the time, so make sure you check back often. Speaking of which, make sure you save any winged sapphires you come
man.
across. Those little babies get you discounts with me, Sharkfin's pit crew, and Miss Persephone's upgrades.
No need for formalities. Wait, if he gives out... Okay, I'm gonna have to mute my mic. If winged sapphires give out discounts, why is he selling them? Why is he selling winged sapphires? Something he just said gives discounts on everything. That just doesn't make sense. Like,
Master
honestly,
Leon
it
and the others
doesn't.
are waiting for you. Good luck out there, Skylander.
Okay, I'm gonna check and see how long I've been recording. Wow. That level took way less time than what I thought it did. Like, honestly. Okay, I think I'm gonna end today's video here. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.